evening, all you minties, and welcome back to another episode of Reels Talk with your host, the amazing Amanda, my lovely co-host, Uncanny Omar.
Yes, me. I can speak now.
Hey, there he is.
How's it going, everybody?
We already got people casting already.
Casting. Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Daniel, I don't even know who Daniel Gillis is.
Gillis. He is Elijah in the Vampire Diaries. Jack, I didn't think of that gentleman, but
I don't know who that is. Pauly Shore, I do remember that guy. He used to date Anna Nicole Smith, and that's all I remember. But I'm just kidding.
Oh, did he really?
Oh yeah,
absolutely. I had no idea. I did not know.
That's before you were catching up with the stars.
Okay.
And Jensen Ackles. This is gonna be fun. Wolfgang Novogratz.
Yeah, Blaz. That's someone who's been rumored in the casting.
Oh, really?
List. Yeah, he has been.
What's up, my buddy Mike, quarter Irish? Telling the truth, not full Irish, quarter Irish.
My question for everyone though in the chat is, how many times have you all seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3 so far?
What if they say no? What's up, my buddy Tyler? How are you, my brother? And I'm with you, my dude. Omar for Nightwing. That's right. Do I get to cast my Oracle and my Batgirl? Can I do that? Who
would be your Oracle?
Oh, Christina Hendricks. Oh my gosh, Christina Hendricks.
Who would be your Batgirl?
Christina Hendricks. Oh my gosh, Christina.
So she can't play both characters.
Yes, she can. She's that talented. Have you seen her? What's up, Matt? How are you, brother? Hey, Omar, have you received? Yes, I got it right here. Yeah. Doing my overview. My overview will come out on Monday. I like to do it the week that it comes out, but I'm actually going to put up a poll when you all want to see the overviews. If you want to see it like a week before, 2 weeks before, or the week it comes out, it is up to you all. So that will be up on, I think I was going to do it on Patreon first, but I'll probably put it on YouTube as well, just to kind of get a better understanding of what you all want. What is up, Mike? Hey, thank you for the super chat, my brother. So if Jason Momoa is really going to play Lobo, that's the rumor, or at least that's the James Gunn rumor. What did I see James Gunn tweet this week? And it melted my heart. I was like, I don't know how this man does it. Give me 1 second. I'll tell you exactly. I saved it on my phone. I don't know how this man reads and is able to freaking write scripts. I don't know how he does it.
Well, he's not writing any scripts. He better not be, or else he's crossing a picket line.
Well, I read comics for a living, and I'm like, there's not enough time in the day. He just read Alan Moore's underrated run on Wildcats, and it melted my heart because no one speaks about that run. That's with Travis Charest on artwork, and oh my gosh, it was so good. It's been collected crappily. So I'm sorry, let me get back to this. I think the best way to make it up to angry Henry Cavill fans, myself included, would be to cast him as Batman. Enough said. I actually have sort of Henry Cavill in my cast, but you're about to see. Brandon Fraser, actually, he was one of mine for one of the characters as well in the Authority, and then I'm like, like I had to think like realistically how people cast actors these days. I'm like, they're gonna go for somebody younger. So I was playing both the fan and like actual. What if I was in charge of casting? Danny DeVito as Booster Gold. You just melted my heart, Ryan. Ben Affleck for Batman. I can't let him go. Well, we still get him one more time, right? One more time.
Very soon in June.
Flash or Flashpoint, whatever they're Flash. Wildcats. Yes, thank you so much. It was Melissa Barrera. I need to look that lady up too.
Barrera.
It was. I'm not gonna lie. I know Amanda had a blast doing this type of video today. We got a slideshow going. She's a pro. She put it all together. I just put pretty pictures of people up there.
And I'm gonna be honest. It was a little difficult for me because I've never read Authority comics, for example. And
right.
Yeah, so that was a little bit difficult.
We need to remedy that.
And that could, yes, we do. I feel like that should be a monthly old reader, new reader for us.
Anyway. Sam. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That girl is. Oh.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah.
Can I change my?
No, you can't. What were you gonna put her as?
Oh.
I could see her as someone else for sure.
She's wasn't she in the? I thought she was the girl in oh my gosh, the Archie show. Riverdale. Wasn't she?
I'm sure she might have been in Riverdale. I'm sure she was. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm definitely looking buff these. Thank you so much. It's all the heavy lifting of these books. You know, they don't. They're not. They're not light. They're not light. Not gonna lie.
they are
Not,
not light. But yeah, so basically what we're
oh,
gonna do is
dang it! That's a good one. That's a
now
good one.
you want to change your
She was
yeah,
good. Like, and she's
she
got
was
a
good.
really good voice, man. That's a good. Okay,
Yes.
no, I'm gonna stick with mine, and then I may change them later on. I may change them later on.
Yes. Well, so that's what we want to
Oh,
talk. So here's some ground rules we set.
the real Bruce Wayne stepped up. She's not. That's Camila Mendez. That girl is also really pretty. I like that girl too.
Camila Mendez. Oh, okay. Yes.
She's the one that plays Veronica, I think.
She was in, yes, she was. I think she was almost a pick for, oh God, which one? I don't remember which one it was, but she was almost my pick for something else. Okay, so I think it maybe would have been in the Paradise Lost. Okay, so what we've done is obviously we don't know a lot of storyline. We don't know what characters will be in some of these. So we kind of went with the basics for each one of these projects. So basically what we did is we picked like the either top 3. In the case of the Authority, I looked to Omar's expertise of who he predicted as far as characters, at least the top 5 for the team.
It's hard because I was like, oh, I'd rather
Yeah.
have the engineer. I'd rather have, like Rose in there. Like, but it was like, who are they going to go for really? And I feel like, well, we'll get there. So you guys can play along with us. And if you're watching this later on, you can play along with the comments. So we just did pretty much the movies that are rumored to come, even though we've already seen the cast.
Are coming.
Oh, they are. My bad. My bad.
It's like official.
Amanda knows the writer's strike. Yes. The writer's strike. She's
I mean, right now we don't know if they will come anytime soon because of the writer's strike, but we know they're coming at some point.
Craig Ryan, I learned from you that it's a casting live stream, not casted. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. Yes. So these are movies that are coming. The only one we knew that they've already cast for, see, Craig, is the Creature Commandos, right? Like that's the one they revealed the entire cast, and it's animated, isn't it?
It's animated, yeah. So it's just we're talking about the voice actors. So they already announced all the voice actors for Creature Commandos. So we're not doing that one. We're also not doing Waller because we already know Viola Davis is returning as Amanda Waller. That was already confirmed. So we're going to primarily focus on the ones that we don't really have any information on. So you're looking at Superman Legacy, which we know is in the casting process, maybe final casting process. And I'm very happy it hasn't. There is no casting for it yet because of this video. I'm glad that hasn't happened. And then look like tonight they'll announce casting. But that one, the Brave and the Bold, the Batman movie, and then of course Swamp Thing, Authority, and then Lanterns, Paradise Lost, and Booster Gold. Am I missing any?
No, you got them all. You got them all. Green Lantern Corps.
Well, the Lanterns, yeah, that's why it's called Lanterns.
Which I know, like I was hoping you add you would have added a slot for Guy Gardner, just because I wanted to put Guy Gardner in there, but I figured it might be safe, and I want to talk a little bit about that too.
The only reason I stuck with just Hal and John is because when they announced it, they had specifically called those 2 out. That's why I knew they were going to be in it, so we could definitely look at casting them.
Voice acting is different than live action. I can guarantee you that it's different. You know why? If you go watch What If, a lot of those live actors that are really good at live acting suck at voice acting. Just saying. Billy Zane. We were just talking about Billy Zane the other day. I think it was on the Saturday live stream. We hadn't seen him like in a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute. All right. So do we want to get started?
Gunn needs to go and watch those What If series, brother. Whew. It was some of them. I was like, what? Who did this? And it turned out to be the actual actor that played the character in the movie. Oh, it was bad. Well, dude, if we have Pauly Shore as who did he want? Pauly Shore as what? Was it Batman, I think? As Batman, then Carrot Top has to be his Superman. That's the only way that it goes, right? That would be the only way that works. All right, let's go ahead and get this party started. Everybody that wants to join in, please join in. Again, these were our choices. Amanda and I have different choices, though. So you'll see her pick, and then you'll see my pick.
Exactly.
The superior pick. What was that?
So you say that, but some of our picks are the same.
Yeah, we did. That was really interesting that we both picked the same person.
No.
Whoa, how did that get in there?
Okay,
Sorry about that.
Quick side note. So for Mother's Day, Corey let me rent Magic Mike's Last Dance.
Let
And
you.
I thought that it
Wait, do you
could.
watch it as a family because it's Mother's Day?
Well, Lyndon barely watched it. She left.
Okay.
But I mean, besides the fact that Selma Hayek still looks great. I know this is a huge side
I
note.
forgot she's in that movie.
She is. She's the main one of the main characters. She's the reason that Mike gets back into dancing. And they fall in
There's a
love.
plot.
Yeah, that's really weird. But it was just so off the wall. Like this is insane. Like I thought Magic Mike 2 when they go on this to the stripper convention was outrageous. But
I
there
did
is
too.
just this plot point. It's makes no sense. It's like a funny girl type of thing where you're taking someone from nothing and putting them into high society. It's dumb. Anyways,
They went the Pretty Woman route?
Yeah, Pretty Woman route. Yeah.
Okay.
It was very weird.
Interesting. Okay.
Interesting.
Thank you for your quick review of Magic Mike.
Yeah, here's a quick review of Magic Mike Last
I
Dance.
appreciate it. Was
quick. Quick. So Eric, I didn't get a chance. We didn't cast Nightwing. So I haven't had time to really think about that.
That's what we were thinking of. Like, we just cast the characters that we probably are a safe bet that are going to appear in there, right?
Yeah.
So we didn't cast like Perry White or anybody. We just cast like I think it was only 3 in Superman. But let's go ahead and get started. Yes, Damian Wayne we definitely cast because the movie is called Batman and Robin, right?
It's called Brave and the Bold, yeah. And they said in the description they had put out there, it talks about Damian, so we knew he was going to be in that. All right, so I have to do it this way. Our first movie that we are going to cast is Superman Legacy. So, Omar, you get to go first. So who was your pick for Superman?
Superman Legacy? Hold on a second. I've actually got all this written down. I came prepared. Let's see here. Wait, I have to find my file. I just thought I pulled it up. I'm ready. Hold on.
Maybe I should have gone first. It's too late.
That's my dude that was saying it earlier, but I can't all pronounce that good. Wolfgang Novogratz.
Okay.
I wanted to make sure. I don't think that's how you pronounce his name. I think he's got a good jawline. He's got the hair, and he's still young enough. If we're gonna go the Superman Legacy route, and he was looking at All-Star Superman for inspiration, then a guy in his 20s that could be the beginning of something. So Wesley Snipes for Super. He's just look. I didn't look at dude. That picture was already there. Shut up, Blas. I just did not want to butcher his last name.
Yes. Matt's asking what's he's from. What is he from? What else can we see Wolfgang in?
I found a picture of him on Instagram. He's an Instagram influencer. No, I'm kidding.
He's in Yes God Yes. Is that from like Angel Studios? Is that one of those?
So what I did was actually look up like different actors like in this particular age range, and then no, it's the half of it is what I saw. He's in that. It was that movie on Netflix about the girl that was really smart. It's written and directed by Alice Wu. That's what he's in. That's what I remember him from.
Okay. Very cool.
But he reminded me of like Brandon Routh.
He does have that look. I can see that.
Which is funny because Brandon Routh, when he he played a Christopher Reeve Superman. So
looker. I think it's a requirement that Superman does have to be considered conventionally attractive. Am I right? Like conventional attractiveness is something that they would all American looking, right? Is that I feel like that was what that has a gravitas.
No, Nick Cage is my Jor-El, but Amanda didn't put Jor-El in here, so
no, I didn't.
and honestly, and when I went to cast some of these characters, I went with people that I thought, okay, not really that well known. You get them on the cheap, get them locked in.
Yes,
and Cinephile Library is saying the same thing. Yeah, he has to be hot. I think it's an understanding. Right? I mean, we're gonna go with characters that look like Olympian gods, then Yeah, they gotta be in shape and they gotta look good. My brother is saying Jake Paul, Batman, Michael Cera, Robin, Caitlyn Jenner, Catwoman. What?
No.
I think I know it.
Manuel,
Dentistry Travis
yes.
attractive.
What?
Michael Cera. That's right. I forgot you have a weird attraction to Michael Cera.
Who, me or Manuel?
Yeah.
What?
Well, both of you apparently.
Jake Paul needs to go pound sand. I
Josh,
said
you may actually, Josh, I was reading about that. So Josh is saying, to be honest, I would really like a person of color for Superman. I think it's the only real way he could work in modern context. All the other choices Gunn is looking are so predictable and boring. I think they are actually going to do the Grant Morrison character. Or at least that's the last I've heard. That Gunn is still kind of hoping that character is still introduced into the DCU, because keep in mind, Flash is going to introduce the idea of multiverses, right? So we're going to eventually get, especially if you're talking about Silver Age type of stories, a bunch of Superman together. At least that's what I'm expecting. You never know. We could get one movie like Man of Steel, and then who knows? Who's your pick, Amanda? Tell me a little bit about. Is it Tom Holland for Superman? Is it Tom Holland for all these?
No, Tom Holland. He apparently needs to sober up. I don't know. So I don't know. Apparently, he's 1 year sober. Things I learned. But my choice is, I think, also one of the front runners right now in the casting, and that is David Corenswet. And I'm telling you,
these guys look the same. They look
the exact same man. But when you see a side by side of him and Henry Cavill, he could have been a younger version of him.
I think I'm gonna stick with what Josh said, though.
I agree with Josh.
These dudes look exactly the same. Okay, wait. These are two different actors. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, and this gentleman, he was most known for. He was recently in Pearl, that kind of surprising horror film that everyone enjoyed that came out last year. He was also in the TV series The Politician, which I remember watching that on Netflix for a little bit. But yeah, I mean, he has the look, and like Omar said before, cast a slightly unknown younger actor they can keep for a long time. And if anyone knows Zaslav, the CEO of Warner Brothers now, he's all about keeping that dollar to himself. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see some of that options there. What? I'm not saying it, everyone else is.
Okay, you're just quoting people. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So that's our pick for Superman. So the next one we're going to do is, all right. Max, you finished.
Hold on just a second. We got a super chat from Brian. Thank you so much, Brian. Hey, Omar, I'm back to annoy you about Epic Reveal Stream. When is it? Tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Curtis and I will be unveiling the new epics. I'm trying to get a list together from Marvel for the reprints, but no word yet on those. But at least tomorrow you'll have the new ones from May, June, and July of 2024. Look, man, I hope your super chat was worth it, because you actually got your answer. Also, Chris Evans for Soups.
Yep, there we go.
But also, you made me want to watch Hulk by Peter David Volume 5, and I already decided I was going to save money, Brute. I am so sorry. I am so sorry about that. But it's Peter David. It's the Hulk the end, man. It's so good. You don't need it. But do you really want your friends and family making fun of you because you don't have Hulk Omnibus Volume 5 on your shelf when the other 4 are there? Just saying. I'm kidding. All right. So this was our Superman pick. And again, if you're watching this later, leave it in the comment section who you want to see as Superman.
Do you agree with any of our choices?
These mirror twins over here.
Mirror twins. Though apparently people have seen David in Pearl and they like him. So that's a bonus. There we go.
Yeah, but they ain't seen my dude's jawline yet.
Oh, no, trust me, Wolfgang, I think, was my initial pick until I saw this guy and I said, he literally could be a younger Cavill. So if they brought Cavill back, Cavill? Why I don't know how to pronounce his name? It would be
Why you don't know how to speak? What's going on over there? What's in the water? All right, let's continue with our picks for Lois Lane.
And I get to go first this time.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
My pick, and I had heard the name floated around, and when I heard it, I said, absolutely 100% yes. And that is Rachel Brosnahan. She is Mrs. Maisel from The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. And when I think of a fast-talking, like go-getter journalist, she nails that. She would be absolutely perfect for that role. Like if you've ever seen Mrs. Maisel, she
I've
is,
seen Mrs. Maisel.
yeah, she to me would be the perfect pick. She has a kind of a Margot, she kind of has her like vibes to her a little bit, except Miami minus the smoker's voice. She definitely has um what I would expect from a Lois Lane. So for me, Rachel 100% of the way. I would love to see her in a superhero film. I'd love to see her do more outside of Mrs. Maisel. This is the last season too. So I think she needs to go on.
She needs a job. She needs a job.
Yeah, she's bigger and better things.
You know what's
All right.
interesting? Oh, no. Okay, first of all, that's a really good choice. What's interesting that you mentioned, when I saw the picture of her, I thought, oh yeah, she has a little bit of like that Margot Kidder look.
Yeah,
and I remember
Margot.
back then, like people were hating on Margot Kidder, like she's too skinny, she's anorexic, she's not pretty enough for Superman. Like, oh my gosh, people, can you imagine the internet back then? Like,
Yeah,
it was horrible. Like, and this was at the comic book store when Superman 4 was coming out. And oh man,
yeah.
Hold on just a second. What?
Oh,
Great choice, but might be slightly too old.
Well, she's actually only 3 years older than the actor who I cast for Superman.
Don't be making crack now.
Yeah, she was born 1990. He was in 93. So really, they're about the same age. So you could play off of that what you will.
That's what I'm saying. All right.
He doesn't have to do as much action. So.
What era of super suit would you guys want?
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, do I want the traditional underwear out, or do I want the Man of Steel look? Maybe a good mix. I don't know. I mean, it's an iconic costume, right? It's not like they can take liberties with it and change it up so much.
Yeah.
But thank you for the super chat. I'm thinking, man, I don't know. Maybe I want to go back to red undies out.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe red undies out.
Yeah. Bruce saying she's 32 and Corin Sweat is 29. I don't know why people keep bringing up her age. Most Lois actresses have been older. I think it's because in Mrs. Maisel, she's a mom already. So people always skew mom slightly older, but she is a lot younger than I think a lot of people expect her to be. She just comes across a little bit more mature because she's a fast talking, go-getting woman.
Wow. Okay. Well, I don't think my pick is quite that old.
Okay.
Compare to your pick.
No, that's true. What's your pick?
My pick is Victoria Justice, and
wow, from
what?
Disney Channel? For the Disney Channel?
No, not from the Disney Channel.
Oh no, Nickelodeon. Was that Nickelodeon?
I don't know where she's from. I saw her in Summer Night, and it was a character, Harmony, I think, that stuck with me. I just thought she looked the part, and it was one of these like actresses that I kind of like. Oh, what else is she doing these days? Because she was pretty good in that, and
yeah,
you know, she was born in 93, so she's also 30 years old, like up there, right? So it's not like she's, so she's maybe I'm right, maybe that is right, the right age range. I think she's just she's a stunning lady, and she had some good acting chops, so yeah.
She was good at
the more important question: who would you pick as the lighting director?
That's a great question.
Yeah, you guys never gonna let me go about
who
that.
Does the lighting for Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon? Those people should not be in the lighting for any of these things.
Electric blue Superman suit is what the kid. No, nobody wanted that. Not even then. I ain't been watching. Shut up. I haven't been watching no Nickelodeon. Maybe I have. Oh, what? Although I did see one with the redhead. I can't remember that girl's name. But anyway, that is my pick for Lois Lane. Now, this is going to be interesting because I'm curious. I haven't seen your pick yet for Lex Luthor. I think we only picked three people in the Superman Legacy movie, right?
Yes. So our Lex Luthor's last. Which did you leave? Never mind. All right. So our next one is going to be Lex Luthor. And one note. Lois Lane was already a reporter when he first comes to the Daily Planet, right? So technically she would have already been
in every incarnation I've seen of Superman. I don't know about Smallville. I didn't make it that far. But in every incarnation of Superman,
she's already there and already a famed journalist.
She's already a reporter.
You have to be old, in my opinion. They wouldn't be the same age. That would be like, wow, she's definitely a very smart lady if she could do that.
Smart doesn't necessarily mean old.
No, but I mean,
look at me. I'm young and smart.
I know, but when you think about people's career trajectories, I'm just saying. Okay. Anyways,
no Lana Lang.
I don't know why this is still here. Did you put something in here for this?
I did pick one.
All right.
Is it not showing up?
Well, I don't know. It does. You just forgot to erase the. It's okay. Omar's pick is he doesn't have a pick. So there we go.
I did have a pick. Thank you.
Okay.
What's up, my buddy Ryan?
Hey, Ryan.
Clark likes them older and smarter. That's
right.
Older, falling out of buildings is how Clark likes them.
All right. So, Omar, you get to go first this time. Who would you cast as Lex Luthor?
Oh my gosh, these names. Dom
Hall.
Thank you. Yes, I love this dude. He's so quirky and everything. And I feel like he's got a really good range. We saw a little bit he was part of the, what are they called?
Star Wars.
Yeah. He was a villain that kind of went good because the writers were like, I don't know what the hell to do with this character.
Yeah, they didn't.
I love this dude and everything I've seen him in. He's solid. Shave his beard and head and give him that Lex Luthor look. Maybe beef him up some. Now he's a little bit older, but I expect somebody like Lex Luthor to be a little bit older than the Superman we're casting.
Yes, exactly. I agree. I would imagine that would be the case as well. Because Michael Rosenbaum's character in Smallville was already older, right? Which just still made it weird when he was like hitting on Lana, but it's fine.
Hey, what? She was out of high school then, right?
I think he waited until she's out of high school. Mike,
that's creepy.
Super chat, thoughts on directors. Well, we know Gunn's directing this one.
I think Gunn's doing this one. Gunn is doing this one.
Yeah, I didn't think about the other ones yet. I mean, James Mangold. I believe James Mangold's already on tap to do Swamp Thing. Oh yeah, because we were talking about Swamp Thing.
James Mangold was the one director that a lot of people were happy with. That were like, oh yes, finally
for Swamp Thing. So hopefully his Indiana Jones Doll of Destiny goes really well this summer.
All right, if we're going the traditional Lex route, Dean Norris, Mark Strong. That was my second.
So like an older Lex Luthor.
Yeah, everybody wants Bryan Cranston ever since Man of Steel. That was one big one.
I can see that.
And Justin Theroux.
I like Justin Theroux.
What's up, Kingsport Cal? How you, my brother?
Hey, how's it going?
Who's your pick for Lex Luthor? Is he already bald?
No.
Or does he have to get shaved? All right.
Everyone, or wear a bald cap. I think everyone would. Most.
No,
people.
Man, we're doing this old school. You better shave your head.
Unless I'm going to do Patrick Stewart.
Sigourney Weaver like shaved her head to get in the role.
Well, I mean, if they were already bald, it would only be Patrick Stewart. Okay. My pick is Nicholas Hoult. So he's been rumored for the role, and clearly, I mean, yes, he's older than the actors we're talking about because at this point he's late 30s. He so our age. He has the range. There's no doubt about it. I feel like he was definitely underutilized in the X-Men, the new X-Men trilogies, and I think that he deserves this. If you've seen him in like The Great, he can play these, like, he can be a villain and also have the charisma, and that's what I want in my Lex Luthor, but not a Jesse Eisenberg, but I would love to see Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor.
Keep Will Smith's wife name out your finish it, man.
Dang, Bill.
He's 30. Okay, 33. He's the same.
Okay, he's not that old.
He's not that much older. Look at you aging all these poor people up, man.
I was not aging anyone up, but
did you guys see the Hollywood Reporter talking about the front runners for Gunn?
I have.
No, we have not. Oh, you have. Okay, you have. Yeah. I have not. This guy. Okay, so apparently Nicholas Hoult auditioned for the Batman.
Yes,
did you know that?
He did. I heard the rumors that he auditioned for Batman as well. I don't know if I would pick him for Batman. I have another choice. Obviously, that's what we're going to talk about next. But yeah.
Okay, so Kingsport Cal, this is interesting, right? Because whenever we see a character like Lex Luthor, it's like, how do you play that character? Because we can go, the Gene Hackman route, which is the way Kevin Spacey played him, right? Which is the Luthor, or we can go the young, weird, eccentric, that guy. What was his name? Jesse Eisenberg route.
That's not a way to play. Or you could just be Michael Rosenbaum.
or Michael Rosen. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting, like what version of Lex they're going to play. Like, is he going to be friendly to Superman at first? So yeah, I'm interested to see how this works.
Yeah, you know what's so interesting. So there have been rumors swirling that apparently Gunn has been talking to some Guardians actors, right, about playing a role. So my first instinct was, wait, Michael Rosenbaum was in Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh my goodness, and are they going to bring him back as a Lex Luthor?
I thought you were talking about Michael Rooker at first. I'm like, yeah, sure, man, sure, he can play.
No, but I was thinking directly.
He can play Lex Luthor, and then I'm like, oh, that guy was in Guardians? Okay.
Yes, he was.
Adam Driver, only because I don't want him to be Reed
Ditto.
Richards.
I don't want him to be Reed Richards either.
Brother.
Him or Margot Robbie. She's fine. I love her as an actress, but they're too big. People always see her Harley Quinn or now Barbie. I don't need that for Sue Storm. Anyways.
Okay. James Gunn likes to cast the same actors in all his movies. Hear me out. Bradley Cooper as Luthor from Rocket like that. Oh yeah, and Bradley's the type of actor that would shave his hair too. He would shave it bald. Yeah. I was thinking, damn sure Nathan Fillion's going to be in here, and I hope Nathan Fillion gets some bigger role than just a cameo. Like Nathan Fillion is like Sam Raimi's Bruce Campbell. Like he's to James Gunn what Bruce Campbell is to Sam Raimi.
Yeah,
like he puts him in all his movies. So
and he does a good job with that.
I'm trying to think. Michael Rooker, Michael Rooker's going to be somebody here.
Palm Clementif has already confirmed that her and Gunn are talking about a role. So a lot of people are thinking that she's what's Lex Luthor's sidekick? What's her name? His like assistant.
Mercy
Graves. Yeah, well, a lot of people are thinking that, but she's already started talking to Gunn. Apparently, they're talking about roles. So that's saying that we already know Palm's probably going to end up in one of these.
Oh my God, Nathan Fillion is Perry White.
That would be awesome.
I
can totally see it.
Okay, Michael Rooker is Perry White. Pam is Mercy.
Graves. That's what I think. If they're already talking about it,
he is kind of a badass. I can see that.
Yeah, she was underutilized in the Zack Snyder stuff, so it could be.
Amanda would agree with you, Michael Rosenbaum.
I would agree with you. I would always take back Michael Rosenbaum's Lex Luthor. 100%. He's an older now, so he's an older Lex Luthor. So yeah, I would 100% take him. But yeah,
it's gonna be. Oh my gosh, Kat Dennings. Yes, can we bring Kat back? Where is she?
That gift? Where's that gift?
I got you covered. I got Kat covered. I got you. Look at that smile. All right, let's keep on trucking.
All right, so our next movie that we will be casting is Batman: The Brave and the Bold.
So play along with us.
Omar Omar, you did not remove these.
I did. I swear
not
I did.
For all of them.
Because you.
For some understanding here, those white.
Okay, why you got to throw me under the bus on a live show? Why you got to throw me under the bus?
So Omar knew where to put pictures.
She don't know what she's talking about, everybody. Look, she's got herself on mute.
How did I mute my mic?
I don't know. You just kept talking and you muted yourself.
All right.
All right. Bruce Wayne, Batman.
Yes. So I think I'm the first pick here. So for me, I'm thinking of someone who could have a young kid, not too young, but young enough and still somewhat old enough that they can be around for a while. This is Batman. So we kind of need a name. So my pick, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, that got quiet. Okay.
That's why. No, I love Jake Gyllenhaal. We know he can play complex characters. We've seen him do it time and time again. Sometimes he can be a little too quirky, but I think he could pull this role off. And I would like to see what he would do with Batman. I know he's been on a lot of fan castings over the years for Batman. So I'd like to see what he'd do. And he's already buffed up for that UFC movie. Have you guys seen him? He's like, good Lord. So, but I could see him. He could be a father figure. He was to Peter in Far From Home until he turned on him.
I thought he was just a friend. Okay.
He's like a mentor. He was supposed to be his mentor. That was the idea. So like a father figure.
Okay. And Maggie Gyllenhaal is Damian.
Gosh.
Oh, and then she'll be back in the Batman movies.
Oh, good for her.
Oh, we should cast Talia because I don't know. I don't know if she'll make it in this. If you guys aren't casting Plastic Man and Brave and the Bold, what is even the point? I think they're just
just
taking
did
the
the main
name, Brian,
character.
and thinking
I
for the
just do
Superman.
villains. I don't know who
I-
the villain would be.
Plastic Man isn't a
Oh,
villain.
I'm sorry, but
Plastic
you're
Man
right.
is good people.
Well,
He's
but
Mr.
he,
Fantastic without a brain.
but
Well,
when
I
he,
mean,
but he's
he's
not
a
a
smart guy,
Batman.
though.
Like, yes. So yes, I only picked who I picked. Okay. Omar, what about you? Who would you pick?
All right. So I was like, oh my God. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna say this. I wanted John Hamm to be Batman. Like, but then I looked at his age and I'm like, oh man, he's just a
Yeah.
little too old to have like a 12-year-old, 13, I don't know, 14-year-old kid is what I thought Damian might be in the movies. Because
Yeah.
you know what it's like to cast a kid in a movie and them age up
Oh.
like that. So I thought they play it safe and cast somebody that looks like they're 15, and then in the next movie they can look like they're 21. So I went with Richard Armitage. You've seen him in The Hobbit, right? He was Thor.
Yes, he's Thor
Oakenshield.
Oakenshield.
And I was looking at some of the stuff he's done lately, and he hasn't done a lot. He's done a lot of voice acting. He's done a lot of video game voice acting. Like he was Wolverine in the Wolverine podcast. He was Trevor Belmont in the Castlevania series. But I really like this dude. I think he's a great actor, and I think he would work as Batman. So
Yeah.
he was definitely up there. Like I said, John Hamm was my first choice, but then I looked at his age, and I'm like, damn, I don't know if that would work, right? And I don't know if he wants to get in a suit and
Yep.
do all the even with stunt doubles. Like,
Yeah. Which
he was in
as
Captain America, First Avenger. That's right, but I haven't seen him in a lot of things lately. So
no, I have. He
kinda
doesn't.
wonder
He's
where
been
he
doing a lot of TV work. I know he's been doing. I think he's on something on Apple TV Plus, if I'm not mistaken.
how old is Gyllenhaal? This guy was
Mm,
born in 71,
that's a good question.
so
How
he's
old
he's
is
late 40s.
Jake Gyllenhaal? 42 years old.
Okay, well, my dude's about 40, 48. I mean,
Yeah.
Affleck was graying too. Great. Some people gray early. Look at Phil Donahue. I don't know why I said Phil
Yeah,
Donahue.
look at Nick from Ted Lasso. I mean, full head of gray hair.
Look at Nick Fury or James Gunn. I almost said Nick
Look
Fury.
at James, yeah, James Gunn. He went
James-
from like, yeah, I think the
Well, that's what
pandemic.
happens when Disney fires you. You got to try to get your job back. You get gray all over. Last one, I promise.
Yeah.
You don't have to apologize, brother. Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah,
But I want to agree with Bruce
right.
Wayne that they better not whitewash Talia again. Wait.
I agree with that.
Oh, she was in the first. She was. But then, wait a minute. But they also whitewashed
yeah.
Ra's al Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul was whitewashed. Not that we don't love a Liam Neeson, but
we got a red herring with Raj.
yeah, that was interesting.
I regret it myself immediately, bro.
Yeah.
Do bats live until 42? What's that in bad? Phil, come on, man.
Yeah.
Gotta get the older crowd in there, man. Gotta
Yeah.
get the older actors in there. Affleck
Exactly.
was a great Batman. Everybody loved that dude.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's what I'm
Public
hoping
Enemy was saying Jensen Ackles, and I've heard about him. I just because it's a movie and he's been primarily a TV actor, and his only Supernatural.
Supernatural, thank you.
Yeah, he's been primarily a TV actor, and then his short-lived like stints into movies. I don't know if he translates, it and that big movie acting. So I don't know. That's why I'm like, I would be agreeing with that, except that I don't know how he would do in a movie versus on a TV show. So that's where I go with that one.
Who's Gabriel Macht? Do you know who that is?
I don't know off the top of my head. I've never
Michael B. Jordan for Batwing. Nah, screw that, man. Michael B. Jordan for Batman.
Okay. He was in Suits.
I love that dude. Wesley Snipes said Batman. Neither do.
I've seen this gentleman before. Gabriel Macht was in Suits. It's he's most known for recently. Have you ever seen that?
I almost cast Keith Urban as my pick for Batman.
Would have loved to see Keith Urban.
Midnighter, but then I went with someone else for Midnighter. We'll talk a little bit about that.
It's so hard because some of these actors that you'd want to see, they've already done a superhero or they're very invested in another superhero franchise. So the question becomes, would they want to do it again? And that's where that comes down the line. But,
and then also, like, how much money is it going to cost? I mean, what's her name? Like, remember, like, what was her name? Daisy Ridley, the young lady that played Rey. She was like, I'm done. I don't want to do Star Wars anymore. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, she's back. And you're like, how many zeros were at the end of that offer? Because, it's like they say, everybody's got to buy.
What's the last thing I remember her being in was that not so great Murder of the Orient Express movie.
She was in that really good movie with Tom Holland about hearing people's thoughts.
No. What? Okay, I hate you. No, that was not a good movie. That was
No,
a
it's
terrible.
not.
It's a
No, it's not.
beautiful book series that I think
This
everyone
is
should
true.
read.
Chris Pratt was a TV actor before Guardians,
That's
and
true. He did make
and honestly, a lot of Travolta was a TV actor. A lot of people,
yeah,
get their start there.
I know, but
Robin Williams. I think you were waiting for. Are you saying like it takes a step to get to the superhero level,
I
or is it just Batman? Because Batman is such an iconic
it is
character that.
Batman. Yeah, I think that
Hmm.
has to do with it because I mean, let's face it. I mean, Chris Pratt with Guardians started out as Star-Lord, which he wasn't Andy by any means from Parks and Rec, but he had that charisma and stuff. And then eventually he became the action hero star that we've seen him in every other film, like the Jurassic Worlds and everything like that. So, I mean, he took those steps. I think it's just a matter of can Jensen take those steps?
Meow Nan, thank you for the super chat, my brother. Early, but hear me out. Cavill as Apollo, Affleck as Midnighter. First they hated each other, now they love each other. Make it happen, Gunn. It's like Meow Nan read my mind.
Read your mind.
Oh, that's who it was. Okay, Gabriel was the spirit.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, wow, the spirit was. Never mind. The less I say about it, the better. You just know it's going to come out of left field. I mean, nobody had Michael Keaton on their radar in 1989, and all the articles were like, some comedian is going to be Batman. I guess he's going to make us laugh. Yeah.
And
Wish Chris Pratt stayed on TV. Daniel Gillies should be Batman.
Jack's a big fan of Daniel.
I'm a big fan of Carl Urban, too. I like that
too.
guy. Chris Pratt's my boy. I watched Super Mario Brothers today. I cried. It's amazing.
Yeah.
King Sport Cow. Were you on edibles? Why did you cry? I don't remember I don't remember crying at that. Are you sure you watched
crying at that movie? I did cry several times.
I'm curious what you cried at. I actually liked the spirit. It was cool, but it was sloppy as hell.
It was.
It kind of reminded me of that time they were like, oh, let's try this out because it worked out so well for Sin City. So they did that, and then the Captain of Tomorrow. Oh, what was it? Jude Law. Very same thing. Filmed on a green screen. It had that black and white noir feel to it. Yeah. All right, Amanda. Okay. So now this is the hardest cast I had here because I was like, I gotta fight. Sorry about the white block. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I ruined your whole presentation. And I'm that guy on the team that ruined the entire presentation for everybody.
Yeah, you did. All right. So this is a hard cast because it's easy to find actors in their 20s and 30s and beyond, right? But finding someone.
That's it. Thank you. Sky Captain of the World tomorrow.
Yeah, fits this age range that we're looking for, these younger actors. This was difficult for me as well. I had a lot of trouble with this particular casting out of every one of the castings because I don't know a lot of actors in there that are 15, 16, 14, whatever.
Well, on top of that, you also have to find an actor that looks like, he's Talia's son.
Yeah.
So he's mixed, right? He's not just like a white kid. So that was even hard. So who did you pick? Or is it my turn first?
No, it's your turn. You get to go first.
Okay.
So I can get rid of that white block. Okay. Omar's still working on casting. Give him 2 minutes. That's why the block's there.
No, I'm not. I already put somebody there, man. What's up, Mr. Awesome? Peter Dinklage as Damian Wayne. I joked about that. I told Amanda, I bet, knowing James Gunn, he would so do that. All right, Amanda, who is it?
Hold on. Hamza, he's too old now. He can't play Damian Wayne. I know.
No, we are not bringing that stupid kid back.
He's in college now, like in real life, and he's too old. He's tall. He's way too tall to be Damian. He's only Iron Lad.
I almost played it safe and went this way. Like I thought, okay, well, let's just cast an unknown because they have to be young, like 15-year-old kid. And let me tell you, the last thing you want on your Google search engine is young boy that could play Robin or young actor boys. And I'm like, I don't need that on my search engine. So yeah, I just went with sort of an unknown, or at least an unknown to me. I just thought, this kid, if he shaves, looks the part a little bit. Who is it? Is that what you said?
Yeah. So who is that? There you go.
I'm sorry. Arsalan Gassemi is who I picked.
All right.
So that kid right there. So I thought, okay, this kid, and he's probably not a kid. He's probably in his 20s. He just looks young. If he shaves, 15 years old. The next movie, they can make it a 20-year-old, right? Because I don't think they're going to cast someone that's 10 years old or a 15-year-old that can play a 10-year-old. Not for the, I don't think they're going to do that. I think we've learned our lesson about casting young kids in movies because they grow so quick, and any of these kids can have a growth spurt like that. So that's kind of why I went this route, right? And if you're going to go with the Al Ghul name, he has that look too.
He definitely has that look. Yeah.
Danny DeVito as Damian Wayne. No. You wouldn't know Damian is mixed if you just glanced at the comic art.
Yeah,
true.
not true.
But you would if his mama shows up. Unless it's his mama from the Batman. Yes, look at my Google search.
So
young Middle Eastern looking actors. Oh, shut up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I had to clear that search engine.
Warwick
Davis as Damian. Y'all leave James Gunn alone.
You know, when they come back from the writer's strike, those Stranger Things, they're gonna have to like redo whatever they've written for the final season because those kids are gonna be way older. Yes. I know that's the other hard part is how old he's gonna be when the movie comes out. So my pick is a young actor named Javon Walton. He, you probably have seen him on the Umbrella Academy. He was in, I think it was the second season, the kid that they had to protect, or I guess in the past, I think he was that kid. I think I'm thinking the right kid. And then he's also in Euphoria, is what he's most known claim to fame on HBO Max. So he's already.
Boy, that show's popular.
It is, and he was like a young drug dealer in that show. Oh, okay. He's 17 now, so he's fairly young. Obviously, he still looks young, so you could use him for a while. But I think he kind of fits the look that we're going for. I know he has the acting chops that we want for this role because I have seen him in both of those things. So I know he's a good actor. So I think that he would be a good fit for this role.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm trying to catch up with my boy King Sport Cal here. Why did he cry at Mario? But here we go. Also cried when Mario almost completed the level under Peach's instructions. It's like playing the game. Love you, fools. Okay. Much love to you, man. I cry at the silliest things, dude. So I'm not here to judge. Good on you. Good on you for admitting you cry, though. By the way, Omar, this is a response to earlier. Domhnall is pronounced like tonal, but with a D. Donal? Man, I need your help there. I am. Keaton is Alfred. Oh my gosh.
Donal, like Donal. Okay, Donal.
Dude, Keaton is Alfred. He would never do it. That would cost way too much money. That would cost way too much money. Yeah, he would never do that, man. Like Michael Keaton, he was done with that. Hey, Martin, how are you, buddy? He ain't rocking that outfit though. All right. What's up, Chris? He looks like a reggaeton. He does. No offense. I like reggaeton too, brother.
That's just the outfit I chose the picture.
Yeah, of all the outfits, if he's 17 now,
you're right, Max. That's what makes.
But that's okay because then they can age. They can be like, "Hey, it's part of the story."
Yeah, I mean, and how many times have we not had a 20-year-old playing a 16-year-old? It happens.
Brian, thank you for the super chat. Comic colorists seem to read light-skinned minority as Northern Irish meets Scandinavian. Dude, I remember when Amanda and I went to go see New Mutants, and she was like, "Oh yeah, Sunspot looks like the comic counterpart." I'm like, "No, he doesn't, dude. Sunspot in the comics is dark as hell." And she's like, "No, he's not." And I'm like, "Bullshit! I've read every issue of New Mutants." And what happened was she had only read Sunspot in Hick Vengers. Yeah, and in Hick Vengers, he was a light dude. But if you go back to the New Mutant days and X-Force days, that dude is dark. And I don't mean like dark because he absorbs the sun and he turns black, right? I mean dark because he was from Brazil and he's dark. So it was crazy when she showed me pictures of him. I'm like, oh, damn, he got lit.
Now, to be fair, my friend's husband and his mom, who are from Brazil, are not that dark, and they were born and raised and lived in Brazil.
Yeah, but he would. I mean, it's actually a part of his story though, because like even down there, and in Latin American countries, like there is racism towards people that are darker.
Yeah.
So that was a part of the story. Ooh, is this a story of Damian Wayne growing to be Batman at the end of the trilogy?
No clue.
Hmm.
It's a good question.
Yeah, Sunspot is definitely a case of not knowing that Brazil's a diverse country and Bobby was supposed to be part black. No, they did not. Near mint condition, man. That nice X-Men shirt. You do got a nice X-Men shirt.
Oh,
is that a near mint condition?
That's a near mint condition shirt. I know it's kind of
hard. You can
to
find on our spread shop. Look at that.
Yeah, look, see?
Represent.
YouTube channel for the gifted viewers.
You ain't never read that. You ain't never read that.
How am I going to read it when it's on my chest?
When you bought it, dude, bring back that creepy CGI dancing baby from Ally McBeal. No. That thing was full of nightmares. Amanda's got good picks.
Thanks.
I can't write. Are you serious?
All right. Let's keep going. With Authority, I was really like left field because I've never read the comics and I was just really
the Authority's going to be fun. The Authority's going to be fun.
I was basing on looks, and when I read a brief description of the characters on like the DC webpage, that kind of was what I was going off of. So we'll see how you'll think about that. But
fact. Woo, wait. That kid from Rings of Power. I can see that.
Kid who had SAR. Okay.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that too.
All right, let's keep on doing this.
All right.
Yes. See, that was my choice for him too. All right, Supergirl. This one was so hard.
It was very hard.
There's so many actresses that I want to play the character, and I want somebody young enough, but not that well known, that's blown up already.
Yes.
Okay, so who goes first?
Did you go first last time, right? So I go first. So
there's not a white block.
Supergirl. We're just doing Supergirl. We're not doing any extra characters. So for Supergirl, also because we're only like less than halfway through and it's already 9 o'clock.
It's already 9 o'clock. All right, this is where it gets interesting.
So for me, this is very hard because I also saw Omar's pick and I could also go with that one. But for me, I'm choosing Millie Alcock from House of the Dragon. She's a fantastic actress. Obviously, she is not coming back for House of the Dragon. Maybe in a flashback.
Maybe in a flashback.
But not full time. That's going to be a time commitment that is going to interfere with scheduling. So for me, I think she would do fantastic in this role. Though I would have to hear her if she does an American accent. I would have to hear that. But I would pick Millie Alcock.
That is an excellent pick, dude. I like her. I think she's great. She's I remember when we were reviewing the Game of Thrones thing, I was like, oh man, is she of age? Please tell me she's of age. It's hard to tell, right? And you texted me going, yeah, she's like 21. I'm like, oh, thank God. Woo! She's pretty sexy. Okay. All right. For my pick, you're gonna have to pronounce this young lady's name, but I knew her when
Kiernan.
I saw her. What is it?
Kiernan.
Yeah, that's my pick. I saw her when she was a kid in Mad Men, and it was so cool to see her grow up in different seasons. And then she kind of blew up for a little while because of that show Sabrina. But oh my gosh, when she's the one that kept coming to mind, especially in the last few years, like what she's been doing lately. Dude, she's a great actress. She's got a lot of range, and she just looks like Cara Sorrell. I went with her. Yeah. But honestly, I'd be happy with either of these two ladies, but they could go, the unconventional route and pick Danny DeVito as Supergirl. And it is James Gunn that is doing this. So who knows?
Apparently, Jason Reitman completely shot down the twin sequel that apparently Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger
were going to do.
Because when Ivan died, I guess Jason said, "Nope, I'm not pursuing this." That's what.
Man. Would pay to see Melanie's reaction to Omar casting Power Girl. Oh, she'd have fun with that. She'd join in on that. Oh, Emma Watson is Supergirl. How old is Emma now? Is she early 30s now?
Very early 30s, but she's taken a break from acting. She actually was just recently doing some. Well, I mean, I think she's trying to get back into it, but there was for a while. She did a whole article about how she just had to take a break from acting for a while and focus on other stuff.
And I'll be honest, I'd be happy with
Me
Isabel
too.
May. She's a great actress and looks the part. So,
Yeah.
but I don't know what route they're gonna go. Right? Are they gonna go the
Right.
comic book route? Are they gonna go like the recent young lady that's in Flash route for Supergirl? Andrew Garfield is Supergirl.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying Sydney Sweeney, and that's the girl from Euphoria. I don't
Which one
know.
is she? The young blonde girl in that?
The young blonde girl. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I'd have to see her act in something else. I know she's gonna be in that rom-com with Glenn Powell, so I need to see how she acts in that because just based off of how she is in Euphoria, I'm like, I don't know. Like when I envision Supergirl, I don't know. So I'd have to see what she does in this upcoming rom-com where apparently her and Glenn Powell are basically cheating on their significant others with each other. I don't know. It's a whole rumor mill mess over there right now.
Okay.
But
All
yeah,
right.
Max is right about that. Maybe Sydney's a good power girl for two main reasons.
I take them. All right. Let's keep going.
All right. So now we're gonna do the Authority.
Oh yes, the Authority. This will be fun.
Yes, this is gonna be interesting. So we picked. So just so you guys are aware, the characters that we focused on, that we are just, predicting,
this
guessing
was
that
so
might be.
hard.
Yes.
Because I went with like, okay, what route would James Gunn go if he's in charge of if he has any say in this? So I went with like, and also the production company, right? They have a say in all this. They have a say in as to who to put in this. So I was like, okay, obviously the engineer is going to be in this movie, and it will be completely CG. And I don't know who will end up playing her, but sure. I didn't want to pick a voice actor for the engineer, so I went with 5 other characters that I thought would be in there that we need actual actors to bodies to fill. So
Yes.
I'm really excited for this movie. It's a very interesting choice for your first round of heroes. So
It really is.
we did choose 5 characters. All right, so the first one, Amanda,
Is
yes, you gotta have Jenny Sparks. There is no Authority without Jenny.
You're right.
And I'm curious who you went with.
Well, it's your first, because I did the last one first. This is how we're going. This is the order.
Oh, this is how we're doing it. Okay.
Yeah.
So I went with Jodie Comer, who was in The Last Duel, and she was excellent in that.
And Free Guy, and she was excellent in that too. I loved her in Free Guy. I love that movie in general.
I don't know what the hell Free Guy is. Is that the Ryan Reynolds movie?
Yes, she was the main female character in that.
Yeah, she was excellent in Last Duel. This lady can act, and she's already British. That's why I went with her.
Great in that too.
I demand chemistry between Apollo. There will be. Look at
my
choices.
You'll see my choices too, because that's
All right. Who did you pick? Look at that picture, man.
Jodie Comer.
I
agree with that pick.
Okay, you agree with that pick. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I love the choices.
Agree. So that's our first one.
Picture I did. You did not pick the same picture I did.
No, I did not. Yes,
okay.
I didn't. Okay. Yes, I went for a more demure look. Yeah, no, I agree. Jodie Comer all the way. Yeah, I would love to see her as Jenny. If they put Jenny Sparks in there, I'd love to see her in that. Yeah, she's fantastic.
Oh, I mean, there is no Authority movie without Jenny Sparks, so you have to have her character in there. So I am definitely yes. Can you do a British accent, Amanda? Mike is saying you should play.
Heck no.
Let me hear your British accent. Come on. Let us hear it.
Oi, governor, want a cup of not
it's so racist. All right, let's keep having some fun.
Craig has a question for you, though. No idea who the Authority are. Who in Marvel is like them?
There are very
good questions.
The Ultimates. Honestly, the Ultimates. Mark Miller's Ultimates with Brian Hitch is exactly a page right out of Warren Ellis's and Brian Hitch's Authority. It's like because it's an alternate reality team that started at Wildstorm with Stormwatch. And they evolved to be like multi-dimensional crime solvers. Oh, they're so good. You never know who to trust because they're all a bunch of assholes. Oh, I love it.
So not like Next Wave? Because I was thinking Next Wave, but not
No. They're not funny. This is like dramatic. I mean, there are funny moments. There are quirky moments, but it's They're like the Injustice League. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. Who else are we gonna have on our team?
Apollo and Omar is with
Yeah,
the
why
white.
why you gotta mention that every time? So Apollo, I
All
could
right.
not get we were doing a live stream and somebody suggested this and I never got it out of my head because the what are they called? The Snyder fans? This what Snyderverse
Snyder
guys.
Bros. The Snyder
They were
Bros.
so pissed that Henry Cavill wasn't coming back. And I get it, right? But I mean, somebody else in charge. What are you gonna do? So to make it better for everybody, you bring Henry Cavill back as Apollo. And that was
Omar, it was my pick first, though. So
shut up. No, it was not.
yes, it is.
Are you serious? You picked
You
Henry
did
Cavill?
Jodie Comer first, and then I did Jodie Comer. So now I have to
I'm so
let
sorry.
me go through my pick. All right. So for my Apollo, I actually picked not Henry Cavill, someone a little bit younger, and I think would be an interesting foray into superheroes. And when you see my pick for Midnighter, you will see that they have great chemistry already. And that is Jonathan Groff. Last seen in Knock at the Cabin. I think that he can, he's one of those actors you would see as unconventional and wouldn't expect him to be a superhero, but then he'd go and like buff up and be a superhero. So that is my pick for Apollo.
Okay. I couldn't remember who he played at he was one of the ones that was kidnapped.
Yes, he was one of the ones that kidnapped. Yes.
And
then obviously that was Omar's pick.
All right,
Already
I'm so sorry.
revealed.
I jumped the gun. I jumped the James Gunn. I'm so sorry. I thought I was next, but you know what? Now it's your turn. You can go next.
No, you're supposed to go next.
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
So the next one's gonna be Midnighter. So Omar, who did you pick for Midnighter?
The only man that has good chemistry with Henry Cavill, coming right out of the Snyderverse, Ben Affleck. Give me that Ben Affleck.
God, I do love Ben Affleck. Even though he's off camera, he's such an interesting character.
Well, so is the Midnighter. The Midnighter's a straight up asshole. Who better to play the Midnighter than Ben Affleck? I don't know the man personally, but that's just it. Yeah. So who did you pick since you said they had good chemistry?
So my pick is so Jonathan Groff's counterpart in Knock at the Cabin.
Oh my gosh. Really?
Ben Aldridge. No, I think that's perfect.
What else have they been in? Just out of curiosity.
Well, obviously Jonathan Groff. So for me, obviously everyone knows him from the voice of Kristoff in Frozen, and
I thought he was the voice of Olaf for a minute. I'm like, that guy lost a lot of
Josh
weight.
Gad. But if you ever watched Mindhunter, which he does have this range. I mean, he's really good in Mindhunter, and I was so mad that got canceled because Netflix sucks after season 3. But it's a totally different take, and that's where I'm like, okay, so he can do drama, and he's been in other stuff as well. Oh God, what was that? I don't remember that other that TV show he was on for a while.
So what about this gentleman right here?
So Ben Aldridge, besides Knock at the Cabin, he has been in. That's a good question because I was supposed to have him up, and I did not have him up. So he's been in Fleabag. He was in there he's also in Pennyworth.
I like that show. That was a really good show.
He was in Pennyworth as Thomas Wayne, which I never saw Pennyworth, so I wouldn't know how that was.
Not me. That ain't
me. But he had, besides Knock at the Cabin, he hasn't been in a lot. But I think he has the look and build that he could play Midnighter, and we already know they have good chemistry together. So I think that would be very nice to have. And they are slightly unknown for an ensemble cast. They'd probably be a little cheaper to get than Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill.
Okay. I just wanted to please everybody that was mad about them not coming back. So I thought, oh, well, why don't we get them to come back? I can see James Gunn trying that. Like, that's a James Gunn type of thing to do. Okay. So who's next? It's your turn. Right. Now it's your turn.
So what's our next?
Nobody watched Pennyworth.
Oh yeah. No one did. I know.
As Midnight, it could be fun.
It could be fun, yeah. Because every time they say someone from
I actually like Knock at the Cabin. My brother hated it, and he was like, "Oh, the book is better." And I'm like, "Yes, the book is always better."
I would love to see them translate that relationship into this. That'd be great. Okay. All right. So Jack Hawksmoor is another one that Omar picked. So here he is, and I get to go first? Yes. All right. So I went unconventional. So I thought let's do something
Unconventional.
different than what I
Mhm.
guess, would be. And I went with Regé-Jean Page from
Oh, that
Bridgerton
dude.
or Dungeons and Dragons. I think he has range.
Just a
He's
dragons.
when I looked up Hawksmoor and just his personality and what his characters he has the intellect right and he uses the city's powers or something like that. And I thought, okay, I can totally see him taking on this role. Yes, he's unconventional because he doesn't necessarily look like Jack Hawksmoor, but
Oh, those are the soles of his feet because that's kind of his power. Like he can
yes.
attach himself to buildings and stuff.
Um someone said I don't know who this character is.
He's
His
fun.
accent
He's one that I thought they would use in the Authority because he's such a. It's a James Gunn type of character to use. A guy that can attach himself to buildings and is part of the city. Like it's
yeah,
just a weird character to use.
yes.
So
That is a good
yeah,
character.
that's what I'm gonna go with. That's what I thought they would use. But mine is a little more conventional, if you will.
Well, I saw yours, and that was also would have been one of my picks as well.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
Dylan McDermott, right? That's my
yeah,
pick. A little bit older, but I feel like with this cast, you can play it safe to
experience.
cast a little bit
Yeah,
older. You don't need anybody young in their 20s. With a couple, I guess, with a couple of exceptions, but I thought let's cast this guy. I think he would be good. Somebody else said Benedict Cumberbatch as that
well, he
character.
definitely has the intellect. Yeah, he definitely has some of that down. I wonder if Bennett. Well, isn't he still technically Doctor Strange? I mean, do we know is Doctor Strange done?
I would be asking you.
Yeah, I don't know. That's yeah. So I don't know.
This is definitely a question that I would have for you. So,
Yes. All right. So our last actor, because I think this is our last one. So the last one that Omar chose
or
for our
this.
authority lineup is Rainmaker.
Yes.
So Omar, you get to go first. Who did you pick?
Well, I picked Amber Midthunder. First of all, she's got a badass name.
She
She
does.
is a very, very talented young lady. I saw her in Prey. She was in Prey, and she was excellent in that. If you haven't seen that, that's kind of like a predator from the past hunting a Native American tribe, and then she's the last woman standing. So I loved it. I thought it was a great movie,
Yeah.
and she killed it in that. So she can do action. She's good. I'm good with her. Boob window. Yes, that was most of the 90s.
That was,
Clothing,
I was
boob
trying to
window.
find a picture I could work with. All right, so
Who'd you cast?
I cast Amber Thunder.
Oh, you did. Look at that
Yeah, I
picture.
did. That is her just with a lot of makeup on her face. But yes, I also casted Amber Midthunder with all the same reasons you decided that you wanted to cast her in that role.
I think she's a
So
great actress, and
yeah, I think
woo,
so too. And I would like to see her in a superhero film. So there we go.
easy on the
Another one.
eyes and very
Yeah,
talented. It helps out a lot when we're looking at
exactly.
superhero movies. But I think that would be the core. And like I said, a CG engineer, and I'm sure his wife will play that role. What's his wife's name that he's putting in his movies that people are like, he's putting her in all his movies?
Oh, Jennifer Holland. Yeah, Jennifer Holland. She'll be in something, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll be fine.
No, she'll still be Harcourt because I don't think he's getting rid of his Peacemaker team, especially with Waller still being.
Yeah, but when it comes to voice acting, you know that he's cast people in the past that have already had Marvel roles. Like,
Oh, for the engineer, you mean?
yeah, oh, because
What about Tara
just
Strong?
well,
Because she was the voice of.
his wife needs 2 checks.
She doesn't need 2 checks. She's gonna be Harcourt. We will be fine.
All right. Yeah. Tara Strong. I love Tara Strong. So I'm good with that one.
Tara Strong could do the voice. She's a good voice actress. She's a great voice actress.
Now, let me tell you something. I really wanted to add Rose Tattoo in here, but I thought, I don't know if they'll go that route since we already have like Apollo and Midnighter in there. It's too much action almost and I wanted my girl Karen from Doctor Who and Guardians of the Galaxy to be in it. Yeah, she's great.
She's great.
All right. What's the next movie?
Swamp Thing.
All right. This I think we might
We definitely
not
on
share
this.
an opinion.
Yeah.
We might
So
not share an opinion on this
yeah.
one.
Now I know that Vincent D'Onofrio has said that maybe he was looking into this role, but I don't know how true that is. That'd be weird, but could happen. So I know
Oh, the
Omar
guy the
has.
guy's a great actor. Like he could do it.
He is.
I would be thrilled, but yeah. Do you need somebody like that? Probably not, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
So I get to go first.
yes, ma'am. Yes,
I'm just
ma'am.
gonna let you know because that's how I to remind you that you did Amber Mid Thunder first. I think that's what's confusing you when we picked the same ones. at the same
Okay,
time.
that's so sorry. I'm so sorry.
All right, so my choice for Swamp Thing is someone who is no stranger to transforming into Beast, and that is Dan Stevens, um, who transformed into the Beast in Beauty and the Beast in 2017.
I was like, what?
Sorry, I was just playing on that.
What?
No, I think he has what it takes to play Swamp Thing. I think he's a great actor, so I would love to see him. I know he's already in Legion on FX back in the day, but obviously that is done and over with. So
Mhm.
let's switch up. Let's switch up comic universes. Let's go to the DCU. So that's my pick.
Okay. So I went with somebody else
Yeah, and
that
who'd
I
you go
really
with?
enjoyed because I thought so I really like this guy's voice. Is why I went
Yeah.
with him. Because
Okay.
when you're playing Swamp Thing, you know it's going to be CGI unless they go the Man Thing route and make him a
I love
bodysuit or
Dan
the
Stevens' voice.
what's I'm sorry, what's that?
Have you ever heard Dan Stevens so deep? Such a deep voice.
No, I believe you. I just haven't seen Beauty and the Beast, and that's the only movie you mentioned that he was in. And I don't. He looks familiar. He looks familiar.
Yes.
Oh, I've seen The Guest. He was in The Guest. Okay, yeah. I don't remember his voice standing out, but yeah, I don't know. So I went with. You ready to pop mine up? Let me know
Yep.
when you're ready. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
I went with Trevante Rhodes. I like this dude. He was in Moonlight, and
Yes.
there's something about his voice that stuck with me. He was also in that Bird Box movie. I don't know if you remember that when everybody
Yes.
was playing the Bird Box meme game and
Which is so dangerous. Don't do it, guys.
don't do it. But he was also in the crappy Predator movie. But I do remember I really liked his voice and I thought he was a good actor. So thought, yeah, think he would play a good Swamp Thing because let's face it, he's gonna be he's not gonna I think 90% of the movie he's gonna be Swamp Thing, right?
Yeah,
Even if it's an
exactly.
origin movie. So that's why I went that route. And people are saying Dan Stevens is a great pick, Amanda.
No, well, thank you guys. There's a lot of, I mean, it's hard, right? Because what is he going for with? Well, James Mangold, I guess, is really who we should be asking. What does he want out
He's
of
not here right now.
something? And he's not here, yeah. So everyone's
We tried to get him on the show, but he was busy.
Yeah, he could have
Try to
dang
get him
it.
on the show. He's busy. He's busy. I don't know why. All right, let's keep
All right.
having some fun. Let's keep having some fun.
So we're getting close. Now we're in the TV realm, okay? So we have moved on from movies. So now we're going to cast the 3 TV shows that aren't either Waller or Creature Commandos. So that's the animated ones. So Lanterns, Paradise Lost, and then of course everyone's favorite, Booster Gold. But the first one we're going to do is Lanterns. So for this one, we focused on what we know. They said it's Hal Jordan, Jon Stewart. So those are the 2 we're going to focus on. So the first one up is Hal Jordan. Obviously, Omar hasn't made this pick yet.
I did
all right.
make my pick.
So Omar, you're first up. Who would you pick as Hal Jordan?
I'm not gonna lie. My initial thought was, okay, I want Hal Jordan to be Ryan Reynolds, and Ryan Reynolds gets killed off in the first 5 minutes, giving his ring to Jon Stewart.
That would
I
be
thought
fantastic.
that would be such a redemption arc for that particular, for the role that he played. Can't even remember when the hell that movie came out. Do you?
Long time ago,
Okay.
2000 something.
But I'm like, they probably won't. This might be it would be a fun buddy cop type of story if it's Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart.
It's True Detective style. In the description, they said it's
that's why I thought, okay, well, let's keep him around. So I went with somebody a little bit younger, and I went with, gosh, I cannot pronounce his last name, Alden Air.
Eridrich.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yes,
Yeah. The guy that was in he was in Han Solo,
Han
right? I'm sure a
Solo.
lot of people
He was
probably
in
remember
Beautiful
him from that.
Creatures is where I first saw him, which is
In
a
what?
terrible adaptation of a pretty decent young adult novel series.
The last thing I saw him in was in that really disappointing Cocaine Bear. That was the last thing he was in that I remember him.
Yeah, he needs a
Uh,
break.
and yeah, Solo wasn't that great for him. And what was he? Hell Caesar. He was in Hell Caesar. That was the other movie. But that's I think he's a solid actor. I just think he would play a good Hal Jordan.
There we go.
What about you? Who did you pick for your Hal Jordan?
All right. So when I was making my decisions on Hal Jordan versus Jon Stewart, I was aiming for Hal Jordan to be like an older mentor type of figure in this relationship, right? So I went with a slightly older actor, someone I think if HBO's looking at TV budget, probably be a decent pick because they're famous, but not like Ben Affleck famous or anything like that.
It's like who?
Matt Damon was what I was thinking, but regardless. So I chose James Marsden. I think he deserves a good superhero film. I think he was not given his due as Cyclops in the X-Men movies when he really could have had a lot more. So I'd like to see him in a starring role and really embrace his acting chops in maybe something that's not Sonic the Hedgehog. So James Marsden is my pick.
Okay. I like this guy. I really like James Marsden.
Me too. I like him as well.
He's already been in a DC movie, so he was.
Which one?
Superman Returns. He was his rival.
Okay.
He was the one that was married to Lois.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
it's interesting that you go a little bit older. I went a little bit younger. And let me tell you something. Looking at these two dudes, they almost look like mirror twins. Like he's looking at that dude's future right there. Oh man. All right. Let's do Jon Stewart. Let's do Jon Stewart because that was
Omar.
Shut up. Because Jon Stewart was funny enough because I wanted Trevante Rhodes for Jon Stewart, but I thought, I like his voice more, so I went with Swamp Thing. Is it my turn? I'm sorry, I can't remember.
No, it's my turn. I get to go first.
Oh yeah, where'd you go? I'll shut up.
Oh, so who did I go with? Trevante Rhodes.
Oh,
no, because awesome. He's younger. I think he'd be a really good counterpart to James Marsden. They both can do. I would like to see him in that role. That's what I look for. Obviously, if there was there's tons of different characters. I thought of John David Washington, but let's face it. I mean,
that dude's gonna be everywhere, though. He's gonna be like his dad.
I know. That's not what they're gonna. It's gonna be too much. I mean, yeah, that's not gonna happen. He's a great actor, and I think there's something else for him out there. But I think Trevante Rhodes is a great actor too, and I think it'd be a good four-way into giving him a starring role in a TV show like this on HBO Max or HBO or Max, the Max, right? That's what they're calling it now. They're merging it with Discovery Plus, Max, the Max, or whatever.
You the one that knows.
Yeah. Oh, King's Portugal is giving you one there.
Oh, dude. Oh, man. Thank you. Redemption. Oh, my gosh. Why? He should be Hal Jordan. We're going to make Terrence Howard Hal Jordan. Oh, man.
Oh.
It's somebody that can pull off being a former Marine, too. True.
Yeah, that's true.
And I like the way that Jonathan is a lot different, or I'm sorry, that John is a lot different than Hal Jordan.
Yes.
In the way that's why I thought a great addition to this would be Guy Gardner, but I don't know if they would add Guy Gardner to this. And they might probably go the Kyle Rayner route.
Yeah. All right. So then who did you pick? I see. Oh, Columbus Short. Now, is Columbus Short still acting?
What's going on with Columbus Short?
So I love Columbus Short. Stomp the Yard is my jam. And then I love that he was in.
I was about to ask who the hell is Columbus Short.
And I love that he was in Scandal, but then he had to leave Scandal because of his own scandal. So so has he been acting since then is my question. I love Columbus Short. Okay. His thing in Stomp the Yard off the chain. I love him.
Okay. You just got her started. You just got her started.
Yeah. Is he still acting?
Does anybody know?
Yeah. I don't remember exactly what happened did he hurt some? Did he do the? Did he do? I don't remember
How
what
about
happened.
let's just not
Let's just
let's
not
not
talk
try
about
to
it.
guess because
Let's
then
just guess.
let's just not guess.
But I
And then
would
somebody
love
will
to
take it out of context, and you're gonna be like, "That's not what I said," and I'm gonna be like,
exactly.
that's what she
Yes.
said." Now I got canceled somehow.
All
Um, so
right.
okay, good choice. I like that dude. I like that dude.
Yep.
So my
Who-
choice is a little bit different.
Yes. Who is
In
your
charge
choice?
of Warner's. Oh, my choice is Jarrell Jerome, who was
Okay.
also in Moonlight, but
There
he
it
was
is.
also in the. I think this movie just came out a year or so ago with Idris Elba, where he's a cowboy. It was a Netflix movie, The Concrete Cowboy.
Okay. Yeah.
He
I
was in
know
that.
exactly. Yes. Okay.
I just need my dude to beef up. That's it. And people can beef up. Doesn't take much, especially with that Hollywood diet and what they got people on. So that was my choice. That's why I went with him. I think he's a good actor. Oh, I think he just needs to lift a little bit of weight and go on that Brad Pitt Fight Club.
He needs to do whatever Chris Hemsworth does because that seems to work.
Okay, he doesn't need to be a god. He just needs to fit. That's it. That's
So,
it. I don't need him to be
what
like a
Chris
country
Pratt
god.
does then, just beef up a little bit.
Okay, yeah, right. Just beef up a little bit. That's it. Yes, go the route of Star-Lord. Play it safe, but beef up a little bit. That's it. You don't need to go freaking work out 5 hours a day. That's insane. Especially
No.
when your ring does all the work for you. So you don't really need to be super fit.
Nope.
All right. Yes, he was so good in When They See Us. That was the other thing I saw him in. So let's keep on trucking.
Yes.
It's called
All right.
steroids. I didn't say steroids. I said the traditional way of working out.
So the next one we're gonna cast is Paradise Lost. So
This is the
I
one
think
we don't know much about, right?
no, we know that it's before Diana's time. So
Okay.
we don't have we're not casting Wonder Woman, obviously, even though I would love to see Gal Gadot return. I think we're just casting three main characters in Themyscira, Hippolyta, Antiope, is that how you pronounce it? And Artemis.
Sure.
Did you know we were casting them, Omar? Because we got the blank space again.
You gotta keep doing this. Thank you for the super chat. Hollywood diet is a great way to keep it PG. I try sometimes. Yes, I know who we're. Oh wait, you don't even have her picture up. There she is.
No,
All
there
right.
she is.
Now,
Yeah.
I kind of went the route of the authority. Wait, am I going first? I'm sorry.
You are going first. You're right. Yeah.
I went the route of the authority. I'm like, okay, we're gonna bring back these actors to play these different roles. I think some people would be happy, and I would love to see her come back. I would love to see Gal Gadot come back. That's what I picked
choice
for Hippolyta or Hippolyta.
I think Hamza has a very different opinion.
I hate you, Hamza. What's wrong with Gal? I loved her as Wonder Woman. Like when I saw that was the only clips I saw of her were from Fast and the Furious. And I was like, oh boy, this girl cannot act, but she's really pretty. And then she killed it as Wonder Woman. I thought she was great.
Yeah.
What about you? Who did you put?
Okay, so my
Harvey Clay
is
Diana.
actually an actress of Greek descent, and her name is Melina Kanakarides. And so she's
that sounds Latina. That doesn't sound no damn
no,
Greek.
well, Kanakarides? Okay. Anyways, but I think she definitely could look the part. And now she is primarily a TV actress, but this is a TV show. So she's already done
it has been greenlit as a TV show, is that right?
Yeah, it is a TV, yes. And so I know that they're that's what they announced it as a TV show. She's also been like in Blood of Zeus, so she's already has some of that acting chops of being a like goddess, if you will, which I know they're not god, but they're in the same realm. So with that is my pick.
Oh, that's a solid choice. I like how you pronounce her name. Hippolyta, not
Hippolyta or Hippolyta?
Michael Caine. Michael
What
Caine is retired. Have Gal return, but have her voice dubbed over. We're good. Oh man, I thought her voice was such a nice little addition to a character of Wonder Woman. All right, who we got? Who we got, Amanda? Who's next? Who's
All
next?
right. Who is our next one? Is going to be, is it Antiope? Is that how
Sure.
you pronounce it? Well, how do you pronounce it?
I don't
Oh,
pronounce. I don't. In my head, I just read them.
okay. All right. I think my choice is first.
Michael
So,
Cera. Boy, they're going after your crushes over here, Amanda.
I don't. What is
My
going
brother
on?
threw you under the
I'm gonna
bus.
have to text Manuel when we get off here. Like now, everyone thinks I like Michael Cera. All right. So Antiope. Okay, Antiope.
Oh wait, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Yep. Or is it
Antiope,
Antiope? Aaron
or
say Antiope. I'm gonna say Antiope.
I like Antiope. I like that one. That's the route I'm gonna go because I feel like that's the way I would butcher it. So Antiope is the way I'm gonna go. Especially the emphasis on OP. Got it. Thank you for that.
Okay.
Antipoli. Where is the L coming from? You guys are just making up stuff now. Where's Hamza? All right. You're first, Amanda? Is that what we're doing?
I am first. So my pick is it's a little bit of a younger actress. And I think really she has the chops for it, and her name is Sarah Bolger. So you may have seen her a long time ago in the Spiderwick Chronicles. She was in The Lazarus Effect in 2015. She's also been in Mayans MC, the TV series. And she's also been in Into the Badlands, and she was also in Agent Carter as well as Violet.
No, I never saw Agent Carter. So, oh, you never saw it? Okay.
No. So that would be my pick for Antiope. Obviously, if I could just get Robin back, I would. But yeah.
Oh, got you. Princess Buttercup.
Yeah. Yes, Princess Buttercup. If I could get her back, that'd be fine. But I feel like for this one, they might go a little bit different route. So, all right. So who did you pick?
I picked Tanaya Betty, I believe is how you pronounce her. Beatty.
All right.
She was in Yellowstone is where I first saw her. And then I did a little bit of research and yeah, solid little actress. And I don't mean that in a demeaning way. I think just height wise. But she can bulk up, you know. It's not like Gal's the tallest. It's not like Gal's that tall. So that's why I went that route. Yours kind of looks more like the comic counterpart, but you know, with these movies, it doesn't matter.
It does not matter. You know, my Jack Hawksmoor was an unconventional pick, so there we go.
Well, that's just one. Yeah, that's just one.
Exactly.
But, yeah, that's why I went with this young lady. I think she can do it. And it'd be nice to see her, you know, pick up a sword. That's what I was saying.
Of course.
Pick up a sword.
All right. So our next and final one for Paradise Lost is going to be Artemis.
Artemis.
And I like that Omar may or may not have an actress.
Shut up. Who's going first?
You're going first.
Oh, I'm going first. Okay. So so Artemis was a character that was created by William Messner Loebs and Mike Deodato Jr. during his particular run on Wonder Woman. I've always been a fan of this character, especially the way that Ed Benes drew her in the miniseries. And I was like, okay, should I go the redhead route? Like try to find a ginger, try to find somebody that can play her. And honestly, I tried to go that route, but I wasn't really happy with the actresses I was seeing because the actresses that I liked were just a little bit too old, I think, for the character. So I started looking at other actresses and I found somebody that I thought, oh, she's got redhead in this picture. I don't think it's the picture I chose though. And that is Madison Pettis. Do you know who this is?
She looks familiar, but I don't know what she's been in.
Okay. So I just found her online and I was like, I don't know if I've ever seen her in anything. She might be, you probably have seen Beverly Hills Chihuahua too. She did.
No, I did not see that.
She was the little girl in 7 Pounds. Is the only thing I remember. But she grew up.
She's not a little girl anymore.
She grew up. She grew up. Just
What?
saying, she grew up. So that's the route I went with my Artemis. So, yes, Bill. My goodness, how old is Bill? I want to say he's in his 60s, late 60s. You know, he has a sad story. Like, he was homeless. He was homeless for a while. So it was because of the Hero Initiative that he actually has a place to stay now. Thank God. So, yeah. Corey in the House. Yeah, I've never seen it. Yes, I agree with that. She was in the movie with The Rock. Corey in the House is right. Okay, Corey in the House is what she's from.
Oh, maybe? I mean, I've never seen. I know exactly what they're talking.
I don't know what.
about.
I don't even know who Corey is. Corey in the House. Is that a show?
It was a show. Is it on? It was on Disney, right?
I just said I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I know you don't.
You're just hypothetically speaking, like
American
sitcom. That's who I went with, and that is my choice. How about you? Who'd you go with?
Oh, yeah, it was because That's So Raven. Okay, yes. So my choice is a conventional redhead choice, and someone that
who did you?
I would love to make. As since James Gunn loves to cast people that he's already BFFs with, Karen Gillan. I think she would be great as Artemis, and I would like to see her in that role. And funny enough,
you played it safe. Okay.
I did, but I mean, I would like to see her do something else after Guardians, and maybe not have to try the American accent for a little bit. That'd be fun too. So,
what kind of accent?
I don't know what she's gonna have.
To
be fair, 2 of my picks are both Scottish, so this should be very interesting.
What kind of accent is Themyscira gonna have? I think we should all learn from Gal Gadot and just listen to her accent and just follow that.
Oh, yes, but she's my pick for Artemis all the way.
No, she's great. She's beautiful.
I already know she can do action, so I'm not there.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good choice. That's a good choice. All right, for the last, it's the last one, right?
Yep, this is the last one.
Booster freaking Gold, one of my favorite characters from the comic books, and he better be teaming up with. Well, I don't know. In the movie, it doesn't look like Ted's gonna be in it, so I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if Ted's. Well, we didn't cast Ted, but I did think about it. Do we do Blue Beetle for the Booster Gold? Because it's a Booster Gold.
It's got to be blue and gold, baby. Blue and gold.
I mean, will they introduce him and then eventually they have, oh my gosh, what if they had a Booster Gold and Blue Beetle movie? But are they going to keep, Jaime Reyes? Are they going to keep Sholo as?
Well, right. We don't know what's going to go post DCU, James Gunn. Yeah. And yeah, we don't know if Shazam's going to be in that part too. So, all right. For Booster Gold. Here we go.
All right, I get to go first.
Look at that picture, everybody, and go ahead, Amanda. Who'd you pick?
I mean, a lot of people were like saying like Chris Pratt, and I get it. But I feel like Chris Pratt may not want to step away from superhero films for a while. But my pick, this guy has the personality, the look, and that's Glenn Powell. Come on, guys. And I
damn it!
That man is perfect. He just has the whole personality. We know he can be funny. If you've ever seen him in anything he's been in, he is fantastic. And that's who I want to see as Booster Gold. Yes, imposter syndrome, all that. He has everything. So I would love to see Glenn Powell in this role. What about you, Omar? What do you want to see?
Well, I want to see Glenn Powell as well, except my picture looks a little bit more like Michael than yours does. But that's okay. Yeah. Yes, he's great. Oh my gosh, I love this dude since I saw him
in Scream Queen.
Everybody wants some. I love that movie. It's a movie nobody really talks about, but he was so funny in that. You know, it's just a freaking college movie about a group of guys that are just trying to get laid. That kind of movie. But the dude kills it. Like he's very charming and he's kind of a douchebag.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, what's his name is in that movie too? The guy that's playing Superman right now in Superman and Lois.
Tyler Hoechlin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's who I went with. I love
Yeah.
this dude. I thought he's solid. He's a good actor. He's funny. He's
He
got
is.
good comedic timing. So I'm in for this dude.
Oh yeah, I mean, yes, as someone else was saying, like Scream Queens, if you watch him in Scream Queens,
I don't
he
know what
can
that is.
play that
Oh
tool.
wait, was that the one with Sigourney Weaver? Was she not Sigourney Weaver? Jamie Lee Curtis? Was she in
Jamie
that?
Lee Curtis, yeah, and then Emma Robertson or Emma Roberts was one of the main characters, and Rachel from Glee was in it too, and it was
Mhm.
yeah, and he was so just yes, and then of course you watch him in Top Gun Maverick, yeah, he can play that character so well. It has to be him, like yeah, 100%. Though he, by the time they actually make the TV show, he may blow up so big that it's not going to happen, but it would
Gonna
be cool.
happen. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows what will happen? But that's who our picks were. What are your picks? What's with the
Yeah.
anime lady in the back there? Did you decide that? What is that?
Oh God, I did not. It was I should have changed that to another picture.
What
But it was
what
a
is even
template.
that?
Yeah.
Glenn could also be
Yeah.
Animal Man. That's right. Amanda texted me going, "Hey, I like your choice so much. I'm actually going to use it."
That is not
Exactly
at
what
all.
happened.
No.
Bill Hader as Ted Cord. Oh my God! If Bill Hader's Ted Cord and Glenn Powell is Booster Gold, there you
Yes.
freaking go. That I'm
That'd
good
be
with. I
so,
like that.
that would
Cast.
be really awesome. Yes.
Everybody Wants Him is amazing, right? It's a very underrated movie. I love that dude's movies, and yeah, Glenn Powell was awesome in that. If you haven't seen it,
Yeah.
and Chris Pratt as Skeets. Sure, I didn't go with like choosing a voice actor, but you know what? No, Skeets will be. That's who they give the role of.
Fillion.
Yeah, that's who Fillion gets. Yeah, because Fillion would be the perfect Booster Gold, but unfortunately, he's a little bit older. He looks great. He
I
looks
thought
great.
the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah. Would
but I
Fillion
think Skeets would do it. I shut up, Blas. I did not copy and paste.
Oh, too funny. All right. So
Colin
that
Jost is Booster.
Colin
Which would be
Jost.
Bill Burr. Peter, man, I would love that dude, but I don't think so. Catherine Winnick as Black Canary. Who's Catherine Winnick, Amanda? Fill me in. Who's that?
I have to.
Thank you for not picking Tom Holland. He's too busy playing all of Sony's main characters.
Yeah, he's
Or
gonna be
apparently, according to Amanda, he's a detox or something.
Oh, Catherine Winnick was in Vikings, which I do like her. I can see her as Black Canary. Yeah. Do you need a picture, Omar? Do I need to send you a picture?
Yeah, just show me what she looks like. Put it up there.
All right. So present a tab. Catherine Winnick Google search. All right. There we go. That is what Catherine Winnick looks like. For Black Canary, I could definitely see that. Yeah, 100%.
Oh wow. Ooh, wow.
You ever seen Vikings?
I
guess you've not.
I guess I need to start.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot to go off of. You can watch that. There's many seasons. Joe Keery. That's the actor from Stranger Things. He plays Steve.
Steve, yeah. I can see him as Wally West. Who do you think should play Tim Drake?
Oh.
I don't know if they'll add a saga. Like, I don't know if they'll add a legacy Robin, right? If Damian's gonna be the only Robin in this universe, because then it can get complicated unless they want to expand to a Nightwing universe. Then maybe just add Dick Grayson. But if I were to cast Tim Drake, I don't know. Maybe that kid that's old enough now, that everybody wanted as Robin when he first started out in Umbrella Academy. You know, he's a little bit older.
I know who you're talking about. The kid, who played number
5. Right? Was that his name?
Yeah.
Maybe that kid. I think he could play a Tim Drake.
Aiden Gallagher is his name. Aiden Gallagher.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Gunn said they will do the Bat Family. Well, hell, man, next time let's just cast the Bat Family. Ooh, that would be fun, Amanda. Let's cast the Bat Family and the Rogue Villain, like the Rogue Gallery. That would be fun.
We should do that. It would be so hard. I did have a couple of picks for Batgirl. I don't know how it would go down. What about, are they gonna do Jason Todd then?
I mean, if they're gonna do the Bat Family, then let's just cast the Bat Family. That would be fun. Maybe y'all want to see that the next time and join us casting the entire Bat Family. John, thank you so much for the super chat, my brother. John Hamm is Kingdom Come Kal-El. I actually John Hamm was my first choice for Batman, but he's just too old. But I kind of like this. Or Kingdom Come Bruce Wayne would be good too. Scott Adkins as the Bat. Henry Cavill for Kingdom Come. Y'all really want Kingdom Come? Yeah, I do too. Sigourney Weaver is Leslie Tompkins. Joshua Bassett is Tim Drake. I'll have to look up Joshua Bassett. Who's that dude?
Oh, Joshua Bassett from High School Musical, the musical, the series.
I'm out. I don't know that dude.
Wait, hold on. I'll look him up for you.
My daughters still laugh at that title. It's so ridiculous. But yeah, let us know if you all want us to do the whole Bat family. We can cast Alfred. We can cast Lucius Fox. We can cast Batwing, Batwing and Nightwing. It'd be fun. I think it would just be fun if they do a trilogy of movies. What is this?
That's Joshua Bassett. You want to know who he was?
I did not want to know that bad.
Okay.
Didn't want to do that bad. I think it would be really fun to cast him. And cast the Joker would be near impossible though. Like with Tom Holland is the Joker.
No, while you stop with that nonsense.
I will. Freeman is Lucius. There's no other casting choice ever. Morgan can't come back though. I mean, he's up there. I think he's retired from acting, isn't he? I thought he was going to. Yes, and I'm going to be casting my girl, Cassandra Cain. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So anything else to talk about tonight, Amanda, besides the big rumor that was spilled out everywhere? Not a rumor, but the big leak came out everywhere.
Fast X?
I don't give a shit. Fast X. I'm talking about the comic books. About a certain character that died in a Spider-Man comic. And I don't want to spoil it for anybody that hasn't read it, but it was leaked out everywhere today.
Oh.
In a character that is going to be in a movie. And I'm not going to spoil what movie.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, so without going into spoilers, I'm just going to say.
Character?
Yeah, it's a female character that died in
Spider-Man. It's all over. I didn't know it was a leak. I thought they were just announcing it.
Well, it wasn't a leak. I think it's a promotional thing, right? So people get to talking about it. People wanted to know my thoughts, and I thought, oh, they're just going to bring her back as a mutant. That's all they're going to do. And then that ties it to the MCU version of that character. Before the film opens up, she'll be back in her own series as a mutant. They're going to bring her back in Krakoa, and there you go. It's a character that dies like that. Come on. Like, they made such a big deal about it, too, which is, wait a minute. Never mind. This is the biggest news of the night. Virgin River has been renewed for season 6 ahead of the upcoming season 5.
I don't know why you're getting excited. When do you think they're going to write that?
I hate you. Why are you the way that you are?
I'm just saying. I don't know why. I'm not right now. Anything that's being announced, I'm not. Why get excited? We don't know how long the writer strike is going to be. This is different than 2007, and that lasted 100 days. So I don't know. This is different this time around. I'll be interested to see what we do.
You're just killing me.
I am. I know.
You're killing me, Amanda. Can I get excited for like 5 minutes about Virgin River season effing 6? Thank you. Ginny and George has been renewed for season 3. Thank you, James. I appreciate it. Like when Peter died and resurrected himself with organic web shooters that made absolutely no sense otherwise than just to tie it to the movies. So yeah, but that's it. I mean, do we have any other movie news? What are we talking about next week?
So Deadline did report that Chiwetel Ejiofor, who played Mordo in Doctor Strange, that awesome actor. Yeah. So he apparently has been cast opposite of Tom Hardy in Venom 3. I didn't know that was happening. But it looks like he will be moving his talents over to the Sony MCU.
I thought William Dafoe was cast in that too, right? was William Dafoe cast in that too?
No, the only other person that was announced is Juno Temple from Ted Lasso has also set to star in the film as well.
Got it. Okay.
Yep. What other news? Oh, we know that Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder returning for Beetlejuice 2. So there's the big story there. I didn't know we were going to get a sequel to Beetlejuice. But
my wife has been excited for like 3 years. And we're also like in what's her name is in it too, right? Not Selena Gomez. What is her name? Please help me.
Selena Kyle? No, wait, that's
Selena Kyle is Catwoman, a fictional character. God damn.
Catherine? Are you talking about
Oh,
Catherine?
Wednesday. What is Wednesday's actress's
Jenny
name?
Ortega? Not even close.
Yeah, Selena Kyle.
Yeah, not even close, but I think she's going to start getting typecast.
I think I was closer with a living person. Thank you so much, Jack Berry. WB missed their chance at casting as Asa Butterfield as a young Dick Grayson, fresh out of Haley Circus. I'm gonna have to look that dude up.
Butterfield. There was a lot of missed opportunities for not casting that kid in a lot of stuff. I know he was up for Spider-Man, but then of course Tom Holland got it. Yeah, Jenna Ortega. She's gonna start being typecast soon because of Wednesday, though. I'm a little afraid of that. I'm curious what kind of character.
I mean, so was Winona Ryder for a while, and Christina Ricci, and that's okay. And look at them now.
It'll be fine. I mean, she's pretty good in Scream 6. I saw that. It was good.
Oh man, yeah, I'm mixing up my Latinas, dude. Don't let them know. They're gonna get pissed off at me. I don't need that in my life, not anymore. Jenna Ortega, yeah. What about the writer's strike, Amanda? What thoughts do you have about the writer's strike?
Well, we talked about it a little bit. I think that there are some very valid points that the writers have. With streaming, the way things have changed, right? And writers used to be able to make a decent living with syndicated sitcoms and things like that. But streaming services, you have less episodes, these mini rooms that they're doing with less writers. It's creating strain on them, as well as not giving them the opportunity to make the kind of money they should be making to have an actual career. And because these streamers are keeping quiet, we don't know what their numbers are. We don't know how they say the only time they want to release something is if saying it's all like if it gets all these views. But how are they doing that? No one has really.
I never understood.
Yeah, I mean, if the only way we can really judge it is by like the Nielsen ratings. That's if the Nielsen ratings or someone has a Nielsen device in their home. It's only a small segment of the population. And so it's really hard and not all the streaming services, like they don't catch everything. So it's hard to determine what they are. So they're hiding all this stuff. They're not paying them any residuals and things like that based off what they're writing. And let's face it, it's not the CEOs who are making this good. It's the writers. I mean, Succession's not a good show because HBO greenlit. It's a good show because it has great writers and wonderful writers. So, and yeah, the actors are good too, and they're paid a lot. But if you had good actors and terrible writing, no one would be watching the show. So I think we do need to look at that.
George Martin has been on strike for 10 years now. Yeah.
Yes.
I have some friends in Hollywood that were part of the writer's strike the last time and part of the writer's strike this time. And, definitely these are the people that write these are people that write the shows and make the stories, right? And a lot of the actors are siding with them. So
yeah. And
I guess we will see what ends up happening. There are a lot of my favorite shows getting delayed. A man that just killed the news of Virgin River season 6 for some reason. She didn't need to do that. She was already killing the news of things like Game of Thrones again. Like, I don't need that delayed anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Hedge Knight series, that was they were starting the writing.
I didn't even know they were doing Hedge Knight.
Neither did I, but that stopped. I mean, Daredevil Born Again production stopped because no one's going to cross the picket line.
That movie, Blade has been stopped.
Blade,
again.
Yep, and that was supposed to be part of Phase 5, right? This phase we're in right now, that's supposed to be part of that phase.
Fantastic Four also delayed, right?
Yes, Fantastic. Well, I mean, because of all those things, I imagine any writing they're doing on Fantastic Four, etc., has also been delayed as well because they're not writing on it. And yeah, I mean, someone else brought up AI. That's a big deal. So one of my favorite YouTubers, Dan Merle, has a whole video on the writer's strike, why it's happening, just his analysis of it, breaks it down really well. I really suggest checking it out to really see what's going on, what the writers are fighting for, and then how the streamers and the distribution companies are responding to that. The AI thing, they basically are like, they don't want to take it off the table. They think that can replace writers. And it's a scary time because I'm a writer myself for my job. So I don't want people telling me that a computer can do my job because I don't believe that really. Could happen, but I think that there does need to be some changes happening. So they're
I
right to
heard the
strike. Yes,
directors might strike next. Wow.
their contract is up at the end of this month, I think. So if there's no agreement set, they'll probably be striking as well. So once you have two guilds striking, that's going to be what's the tipping point for the corporations? I mean, and if you see some of the responses, like Disney and Warner Brothers, the letters they sent out to like the production crew and stuff, like, or the showrunners, you are expected to do this X, Y, and Z, or will, like, trying to threaten them, like, because there's certain things that as a showrunner, you can't obviously do certain writing duties, but you can do certain production duties if it's in production. Now, the showrunner for Andor has decided he's to cease any activity at all. Because he's gotten a lot of flack, so he is not doing anything on Andor. So don't expect that Omar anytime soon.
Why do you keep breaking my heart? I don't understand.
Season 4, and then if you see like ABC's lineup for this fall, except for reruns of Abbott Elementary, also because season 3 they're stopped writing in production. And some Sunday night film stuff, like, that they do, like they show a movie. It's all reality TV. That's all they have because it's unscripted. They don't need to deal with writers. So,
dude, I don't need more reality television.
I know.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I hate that. A lot of people are talking about in the chat return. I hate reality TV. I'm not a fan, but they think they can just do without it. But we also lose we're up to have no late night shows. I don't know what I've been doing without Last Week Tonight by John Oliver, because it's been a nightmare. How do I get my news every week? I don't know. So it's going to be interesting.
This could bring another golden age afterwards, which we did have for a while.
We did have that. Yeah.
I hate reality television here. Yeah. So I guess it's MILF Manor reviews for real stuff from now on.
Yeah, really good.
I'll watch some MILF Manor.
Well, if push comes to shove, guys, we'll just have to do a whole video where Omar has to watch every Fast and Furious movie and rank them. With Fast X coming out this week, I find that to be a very valid.
What is wrong with you? Why would you
video choice? What does everyone think? Omar should go watch Fast X and then watch the rest of the Fast movies and review them.
Okay. And on that note, we're going to end this show. Thank you, everybody, for watching us. Don't forget to smash that like button. Sign us off, Panda.
All right. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And remember to follow us on all of our social media channels at @NearMintCon. Remember to check us out on Spreadshop for some great Near Mint condition merchandise. And also check us out on Patreon for $1 a month or more. We can support you or you can support us. we can't support you. We just don't have that capability. But you can support us in everything that we do to put this on. And then last but not least, if it's classy and cool, it must be Near Mint. Good journey, everyone. We will see you next week. And I will work very hard to convince Omar to see Fast X.
I think I'd rather see Magic Mike. No, I'd rather see Fast X. Never mind. Bye, everybody.